Okay, welcome back to Capone Cabin with the one and only Jerry Capone.
Hello.
I have been asked, sweetie, to do a short video on carnivore, and I am gonna link Dr. Barry's video on carnivore one-on-one in the description box. Please don't just watch one video and go, oh, okay. Really study this and learn it. But when I was on about 14 different medications for fibromyalgia, chronic pain, chronic fatigue, Hashimoto's, hyperthyroid, Lyme disease, it took me, how much, baby, would you say, after I started carnivore?
She was basically in a recliner for 3 years, had no energy. She couldn't even get up to use the restroom. It was really, she was existing. And as she said, she was on a lot of medicines, different doctors trying different things. And she saw this video with Dr. Barry. I had watched some of them. And it's not going to hurt you. I mean, certainly check, with your own physician that you have any contraindications to this, but there'd be very, very few. Anyway, Kristen started it, and after the third day, she was able to get up out of the chair. It was a slow process, but I would say it took maybe 6 to 8 weeks where she would be, I'll say 80% of her normal self. We've been on this now for about a year, and I would say she's 99% better. I mean, she does have a bad. It's not even a bad day so much as it is several hours or a half a day, maybe every other week or so. It does take a little while to get used to. Grew up, our last name, Capone, very Italian family with pastas and rices and
bread.
Lots of bread.
Ooh.
And so it took a little while. I think most people would say about 2 weeks. If you're diligent with it, you start seeing results. I myself didn't have any real health problems. I'm 63. However, I attributed it to age to some degree with, joint pains, lower energy level, that kind of thing. And really, after about a month, it might have been 2 weeks to a month, I noticed my energy level going through the roof. Even my coworkers said they'd never seen me do so much work in a day. Anyway, but my joint pains really subsided. I mean, I still have old injuries that flare up, but barring that, we did, after about 6 months, at least I did, started introducing non-carnivore foods, more out of just missed certain dishes. I lost 33 pounds in 4 months.
Without counting calories.
No,
we didn't count calories. I lost 35 to 40 pounds, and this is eat till you're full.
Yeah, it was eat till you're full. And one of the benefits, you really want fatty meat to go with this. I'm not a seafood lover per se. And so we tended to stick with beef and porks and some poultry. But for us, the beef worked out well, as did the pork with extra fat in it. But you'll save some money. I mean, you don't have to buy the 98% lean ground beef anymore. You can be very ingenious with the menu. My wife has made tacos without the shell. called taco bowls, and it tastes just like if you ate a taco. But there's a lot, and I'm sure she'll fill you in more
Well, it's all
on that.
animal products, so you can have cheese, seafood, meats, eggs, right there, instead of when I would fry chicken, use crushed pork rinds, dredge them in egg, and then and use the pork rinds as breadcrumbs, and it really works out well.
And then there are some vegetables that are very low in carbohydrates, which is really the theme behind this diet, if you will. Spinach. And we make a dish called spinach pie. And even in carnivore, while we were doing this, after about a month, we made spinach pie like on Sunday. And it's a Pyrex pie pan. You line the pan with Munster cheese. Uh, then you take a bowl and mix frozen chopped spinach, but first squeeze it dry. And take the spinach, add 2 eggs, and then one or two containers of feta cheese. Some of them have herbs in it. That's a nice variation. And you mix all that together, put it in the Munster pie pan crust, if you will. And if you do it right, you'll wind up with 3 or 4 slices left out of the container of Munster slice. And if you slice them thin, you could put the what's that called? The
Lattice.
lattice on
Make
the
a
top,
lattice top.
like for a pie. Bake it 350 to 400 for 20 to 30 minutes.
So good.
The Munster cheese keeps it from sticking to the pan and gets crusty on top. You'll know it's done when the lattice on top gets a golden brown. And let it sit for a few minutes and then slice it just like a pie. And it's out of this world. It's a nice side dish.
It is. And when I first found Dr. Barry's videos, Jerry is a retired chiropractor. So I asked him, does this guy sound, legit? Is this a bunch of junk, or, and you agreed that no, it makes sense. And it's not like anybody's asking you to try an experimental drug. Somebody's saying, hey, would you eat burger and steak and eggs and bacon for a while? Now, it does mean not using vegetable oil, Crisco. We fry with either bacon grease or lard. Again, animal product, no olive. It's basically no sugar, no carbs.
And we both had our cholesterols checked after quite a few months of doing this diet, and our levels were perfectly normal. And so there's a bit of a fallacy out there that beef and beef fat, pork fat causes high cholesterol. It certainly does if you are combining it with uh, foods high in carbohydrates.
Yeah.
The other thing you at least want to consider is that some vitamins are not going to be present in a carnivore diet. So you should supplement with those. Um, I do it as a drink. Propel gives me some of those vitamins, and then we take vitamin C on top of that. Uh, I've been pleased with it.
My pain is gone. I mean, my labs are perfect. Labs don't lie. All my levels from hormones and thyroid, all that, my levels are great. But like I said, it's not somebody saying, here, try this new drug. This is more, hey, change your diet for a month. See how you feel.
Yeah, like I said, it takes a couple of weeks. Your body's going to crave sugar, um, and it is hard the first 2 weeks, especially if you are someone who enjoys a wide variety of foods. But you'd be surprised, like ketchup. A third of that bottle is sugar, white sugar. We buy sugar-free ketchup. You can have ranch dressing
Mm-hmm.
is
Hellman's mayonnaise.
and Hellman's mayonnaise. So, chicken salad,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, things along that nature. Uh, Now, I do have a sweet tooth and have my whole life still to this day. Uh, so I can't pronounce it. What's that?
Cacao.
Cacao. Chocolates. You see them in the grocery stores, and
72 or higher.
yeah, they have numbers on the box. It's a dark chocolate. They go all the way down to like 40, 20. But you really want to stay as a 72 or above. Uh, the higher the number, the more bitter it is. Uh, I can do 72, 78. But once it gets into the 80s, which is what Kristen will have a small piece, not the whole bar, but
Mm-hmm.
one or two little squares. Uh, we did enjoy that during the
Mm-hmm.
carnivore when we were doing strictly for that 6 months.
No.
Like I said, we have introduced some minor variations, and it's not every day. It's like once a
No,
week.
but butter too. I don't know how I forgot butter. And at Aldi, you can order them online, but now Aldi sells Egg Life wraps. Now, he doesn't like them, but they are like a pita wrap and they have everything bagel. They have Southwest. You can make a wrap, and these are carb free, sugar free wraps. It's a total, no, it's to me, it's a good substitute. It's really a taste thing, but like I said, I will link everything below in the description box. So please just do your own research. Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.